Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymax, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be of about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seat belt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday once again. It's Wednesdays. They just keep coming around. How's it going, Jamie?
Almost like clockwork.
I know. Just throw the orange at the end. How you been doing?
I've been doing.
I've been
How
doing
about yourself?
I've been doing lots.
You have been doing lots.
Yep.
Yesterday, that was insane. I almost felt guilty telling you what I did compared to what you managed to get pounded out. By the time it was like not even like lunchtime for me.
I got an early morning again in the morning. I went to deliver some planners. God, why do I keep going blurry? Damn this camera. I went to deliver some planners today, and the girl was like, meet me at the Wawa. Do you have Wawas out in California?
No.
No? Okay. Well, it's a gas station, you know.
Oh, okay.
And so, you know, there's a Wawa like up on 16 right up the road from my house. So that's where I went. Yeah, well, they opened a new one, and it's on the complete opposite end of town. And that's the
Of
one
course.
where she was at. Yeah. So, got to meet her again in the morning.
Again? Oh, you didn't make it out there? Or?
Well, no, she couldn't wait around because it was going to take me like 25 minutes to get on the other side of town.
Oh, I see.
She was going to a graduation or something. All these kids are graduating around here, you know?
Graduating.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys have kids, grandkids graduating right now from college or high school? I see some of my high school friends have like their kids, you know, graduating.
Zariana used to have them there. Now they're Krasner, same thing, different name. Yeah, they have all these in the back of the Wawa. They have all the solar chargers for cars in the back of the Wawa. But I hardly ever see any solar cars being charged there. I don't know. Occasionally one or two.
It just reminds me of like what babies say when they want water.
Yeah, Wawa.
I want some Wawa.
Yep.
Or what
Yeah.
was that Beastie Boys song?
Yeah. That's funny. I was listening to the Beastie Boys this week. I went through a Beastie Boys phase.
Oh gosh, so did I.
I don't generally kind of like rap a lot, but I went through this, a certain time period. Beastie Boys, Little Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre,
Ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah. Dogs are cheaper than children, I guess. I don't know, man. I was just talking about my dogs earlier this week with my brother, and I was like, wow, man, I've spent a lot on my dogs. I don't know. I guess they're still cheaper than kids, but
Yeah. All right, I think I got everything.
Wawa is a town in Ontario. What's the gas station here? They have good macaroni and cheese. Gas station macaroni. You know it. They make somewhat decent sandwiches too, but I try not to eat them there.
I'm not hating on gas station macaroni.
Yeah. Put a little Old Bay on it,
Yeah. That's what I keep in my purse.
Yep. Funky monkey. Exactly. Somebody knows the Beastie Boys.
I was trying to think, it's like, what you gonna? It was what you want?
What you wanna do?
No, that's not how it goes. Anyway.
Thought a Wawa was a bar on a guitar. No, that's a whammy bar.
Oh, that's a whammy bar, yeah. No, there is a Wawa.
Wawa pedal.
Yeah, Wawa pedal.
Got one of those. Or you could use the voice tube like Peter Frampton, Wow, 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 wow.
Is that how he made it talk?
Yep. I'm drinking espresso iced coffee with Kahlua creamer.
I agree, Marie.
That is my go juice as of lately.
Well, mine tonight again is this, and I told you I was trying to stop because you can already see where I'm at about this point in time. I keep telling myself I cannot drink them all the way through the show till 11.
Yeah.
But I have been. Sunday I did, and last Wednesday I did too.
Brass monkey.
Yeah, brass monkey.
Monkey.
And that's an actual drink.
Yep.
It is so what you want, I think.
Yep.
And it was them that did it with wait, no, that was Aerosmith and Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Walk This Way. I was thinking Beastie Boys hooked up with someone.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Now we're going to get flagged.
Yeah, I can't go any further.
What you want? What you want? I saw we got muted for like 2 minutes, 17 seconds last weekend.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. Like,
Damn.
whatever.
Oh boy. Yeah, I've sold some pretty good planners. Pretty good amount of planners this week. Selling, 3, 4, 6 a day, something like that. Today I screwed up. I was just telling Jamie I missed communication breakdown.
Was it though?
Went to the wrong Wawa. So I got to meet her again in the morning.
No, did you say that to me or did you say that to all of us already?
Well, all of us, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get confused. I confuse myself.
You told me about how you almost stole that dude's bike.
Yeah, I almost stole a bike today. Driving down the road, past the storage unit place where I used to have a storage unit, and there was a bunch of crap out by the side of the road. I'm driving by, and I'm looking over there because, I don't mind doing a little trash digging here and there. And I look over there and I'm like, damn, there's a full blown e-bike. So I did a U-turn. Flew back there, pulled up, jumped out. I went to go grab the e-bike, and this dude comes out from behind like this old refrigerator. He's like, hey, bro, don't steal my bike. It's like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Dude on an e-bike had pulled up, and he was rummaging through the garbage. And yeah, I had my hands on the handlebars and everything. I was ready to put that thing up in the car.
Your eyes like,
I'm thinking, man, somebody's throwing away a perfectly good e-bike. I'm snatching this thing. Yep. It belonged to somebody who was there. Just didn't see him. Whoops. Dude's eyes were like as big as pancakes. I know, exactly. That's what I thought. I'm like, this thing's sitting here with all this junk by the curb. I'm like, I'm loading it up. Didn't realize there was a dude that rode it up there. I'm thinking, and walking over to it, I'm looking at it going, damn, this is a really nice e-bike. Like, I can't believe somebody's pitching this.
Lori,
I'm not going to take long doing this,
Not the dressing, maybe, but I actually got E. coli. What was that, E. coli? When my kidneys almost shut down from that Applebee's lettuce, like 5 years ago. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I didn't know they had the recall. That can cause sharp pains in your stomach, and it usually takes, I can't remember how many hours to a day. Yeah, woman pains can. But where are you getting your sharp pains at? I'm with you, Gary.
Yeah.
You might want to get looked at the doctor, Lori.
Yeah, I have sharp pains in my hands and my feet. It's awesome getting old. Meow. El gato.
I swear that, I don't know, the cats have been acting so different lately, like extra just almost like if someone's blowing like a dog whistle constantly or something. I don't know. They've been extra kind of act like weird, like bothered.
Yeah, my dog acts crazy, but I don't know. She's old, so I think she's a little crazy.
It just means you're alive.
Exactly. Pain just lets you know you're alive.
I bleed, so I know I'm alive.
Yeah, I was bleeding today, man. All over the damn place. Scraping my legs up. Attempt to talk, exactly. When he does, it's usually that thought like, who shit my pants?
Who shit my pants?
Who shit my pants? Poor old boy.
Oh, I see what you guys are saying. Oh, Janice's cats are talking to Daybug. You have
Yeah.
friends out there, Day Day. You do. You have some friends. You
Friends
do.
across fiber miles.
You have a pen pal. It's a bird. It's a plane. What was this mysterious object seen flying past the golf course? This isn't recognizing my face. When I first looked at it, I thought it was the green iPhone lens flare light.
Yeah.
But if you notice, she wasn't moving her camera with it. And then I again think, what compelled her to take a video at this particular moment? And she did have an answer for that too. So I thought we would just show it and see what you guys thought. And you know what's funny about that? How long have we had these phones?
Yeah, for a
You know how
while.
many people I still see will see that green dot and say it's a UFO?
Yeah, I know. It's like, really? There's a UFO and Aunt Jeannie's picture. There's a UFO and a picture of this tree. There's a UFO and a picture of my cat walking across the sidewalk. It's like the green dot's always there, dude, because it's an iPhone.
Unless these are like all Android users that don't realize that, but it's like we've had this everybody gets that green dot, you know?
Yep.
I saw people arguing about it the other day.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, really?
Okay, now I'm in. Stacy 47 recorded the peculiar glowing object floating past Linksfield on her phone last Monday. Now speaking to the press and journal, the mother of three said she thinks the footage might be a sign of otherworldly life. The interesting video was recorded over Linksfield and details an ethereal luminous ball flying past the Kings Link golf course. Stacy was then on hand to capture the footage on her phone. She said, "Before I started taking the video, I saw something strange out of the window. It wasn't on the street or it wasn't in the sky. It was almost in between. Suddenly, the light just dashed off to the right of the screen. It was so strange. It was so strange, and that's when I started videoing. I asked myself if it was a bird or a reflection. I couldn't figure it out. It was just this green dash that then flew across the sky, and I thought, wow, this isn't something you usually expect to see. I'm starting to think that maybe it's something that it shouldn't be." What shouldn't it be?
Yeah, really.
After capturing the strange phenomena, Stacy has now said her eyes have been glued to the sky in order to confirm the origin of the unidentified object. Stacy also said she's been undertaking further research to confirm extraterrestrial life. I'm not laughing at you, Stacy. I'm just saying good luck. Don't listen to anything the government has to say.
It's really.
Anybody labeled a loon or conspiracy theorist, listen to them.
Yeah.
I've kind of become obsessed with looking out of my window now. I've compared them with videos of similar things on YouTube, and some things you think, is this real? is it not real? But now I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm really starting to believe there is some other kind of life. I never used to believe in this kind of thing. I was never interested, so I didn't understand it. Since I've seen this, I've been getting into it by watching videos and reading different things. My friends have seen it as well, just to confirm that it wasn't a reflection or something, and they agree. I'm assuming she means the video. But what I thought was, different with hers was she didn't sound like somebody that was just like trying to put up this story to get like notoriety. It was more like she went through all the steps then to like get interested in it and want to like learn more about it. So it's like, what was this that I saw? And it just seemed a little more credible. What it could be, I don't know.
Yeah.
What you guys might think it is. And it's the way it moves. I don't know if that's like a drone, but it kind of is like got a shaky kind of up, down, up, down, up, down. Like a drone in wind.
Or a big bird. I don't know.
Oh, I guess it could be a bird, huh? Oh, yeah, because that could be the flapping of it going up and down. But she said she saw it before she was reporting it, which would mean her own camera light wasn't reflecting on it yet.
Yeah, it's got that weird kind of skippy, bouncy flight.
What do y'all think? A laser pointer? Hey, Ulrich. Yes, we should have a full illumination by about 6:30 tomorrow morning Pacific time. An owl? Oh, would an owl look like that?
Could maybe.
Could be an owl, huh?
Could be.
And hi, Holly.
Could be. I don't know. Who knows? That was a strange one. It's easy to say that's a bird or it's a plane or it's a balloon, but it could be a UFO too.
Well, right now, technically, by definition, it is a...
It is. Indeed. Hey,
or
you.
A
WAP.
A WAP. A YOP.
A
UAP.
Yeah, the UAP.
Well, have you seen seagulls at like flocks of seagulls at night?
Yep, I have.
Oh, Craig.
Yep.
I saw another video that was going around last week. They're like, "Oh, it's a whole swarm," and some people are saying it could be drones, and some people thought they were angels of whoever, like whatever died. Again, it was a flock of seagulls,
Yeah.
Because once you
weren't they a band?
Huh?
Wait, weren't they a band?
Yeah, I seen them at the. Me and Jeff seen them at Santa Cruz, free music on the beach.
Yeah. A flock of seagulls laying on the couch over here.
Because they ran.
Bird. It was Big Bird. Well, here's one. Scientists have finally figured out how the pyramids were built, or have they? I'm going to go ahead and say, without even reading the article, no, they really haven't. They're going to give us their opinion of how the pyramids were made, but they ain't figured out a damn thing.
Or maybe they know because they've stolen all the scripture and everything, and they're just going to tell us what they want to tell us.
That's true. Well, this says scientists have discovered a long lost branch of the Nile that was key to the construction of the pyramids. For years, the question of how the ancient Egyptians managed to create such enormous structures using nothing but primitive tools has remained one of the most heated debates in all of archaeology. Many
Denial.
subscribe, yeah, many subscribe to the idea that the builders of these ancient wonders must have relied upon a major waterway to transport the huge stone blocks used to construct them. But today, the pyramids are situated in a dry desert area and no water in sight. No water in sight that may have run next to them. God, I love how AI writes this shit. The water that used to run next to them has long since dried up. That's what they're trying to say.
Mhm.
Nobody was certain of the location, the shape, the size, or the proximity of this mega waterway to the actual pyramid site, said lead study author Professor Eamon Gonum. Gonum. Now, thanks to an international team of researchers who used the combination of radar, satellite imagery, historical maps, sediment scoring, and geophysical surveys to study the area, the location of this ancient waterway has finally been found. The long lost branch of the Nile, which was likely buried by drought and sandstorms during antiquity, would have went straight past 31 pyramids, including the pyramids of Giza. Gaza. The builders of these structures would have been able to use the water to transport stone blocks directly to the construction site. This river branch was active and operational during the construction phase of these pyramids, so the study authors wrote. Okay, so they get the blocks there. Say there was a river there, which very likely could have been. They transport these, they're like, you look at the pyramids and it's like, oh, those are bricks, but those are like big ass blocks of stone. Like, they weigh tons. So they get them there. So how do they build the pyramids with them? Do like everybody grab a corner, heave ho. I mean, I can see, getting them there by a river that used to be there. That's possible. But once they got the blocks of stone there, and I mean, that's a shitload of blocks of stone. That's not just like one barge full of stones, They built a bunch of pyramids. It's like, how did they lob them from whatever raft, thing they had them on? How do they move them around is what I'm trying to say. And how do they stack them so precise and cut them so perfect? They're leaving a lot out of how
And they fit so perfectly.
Yeah, and not including, all the chambers and everything inside them. It's like, oh, yeah, they got the stones there by a waterway. That's how the pyramids were built. Well, not really. There's a lot more to it than that. Just saying. Don't get me started. I still don't think we went to the moon when we did either.
Oh, what plane is this coming overhead right now? Let's see this. Let's see. We've been getting some weird ones.
I hear it. Wow.
It is an Airbus Wilmington Trust trustee. It's a bunch of illegals. They've been sending them around this time at night, these Airbuses of the bank, the Utah Bank Trust. Anyway. And they all fly like super low. It's weird. Like, they'll be in these big Boeings and these big Boeing Airbuses and stuff, but their altitude is like super low. Exactly, Janice.
I heard another one of those big booms here the other day too.
Really?
It's like once a week now. It's not like a cannon going off. It's like a freaking bomb going off. like shakes the ground.
Like
I
a
don't know what
big
it
ass
is.
pipe bomb or a
Like a big ass bomb. Like it's, I don't know what it is, but it's substantial. It's a big bada boom.
big bad boom.
It's like it happens, and it's happening so frequently now that nobody even pays attention to it anymore. But I was outside working on the stupid lawn tractor, and just like boom, and I could like feel it. I don't know what it is. Weird.
We'll find out in probably like 5 years.
Yeah. I don't
Maybe
know.
soon.
It sounds like it's like right down the road or something, but it's not. It's got to be a long ways away, because it's a boom that's like, if it was some sort of explosion, it would like level half the neighborhood.
I'm surprised. I wonder if it shows up on like those seismic
Yeah, I should go look at that.
meters or not.
I'm in Florida here. St. Augustine, Florida, to be
My
exact.
mom was telling me about something. Oh, you know how the Iranian president, one of those dudes, got killed in the helicopter?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, helicopters are notorious for crashing in fog, yada yada. Well, they were saying like, something about fog and that's how they crashed. But there's these people that check all these different weather models all the time, and you can follow like by date and see exactly, what's going on. So they're going May 19, like May 18, May 19. And then when it should have flipped to May 20, it said May 21st. They took the entire day out of the weather, like the whole national like the database, like that entire day is missing.
Yeah, it just happens to be missing.
Right? So
Yeah.
it's like, because when I heard that, of course, too, not wanting to be like that person, I did think, oh, well, that's mighty convenient, just,
Yeah.
but anywho, she told me about that today. I thought it was a little bit interesting.
Yeah.
Sci-
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Move along. Scientists to install nuclear-powered UFO detectors in space to lure aliens to Earth, claims an expert. So I guess now we're baiting aliens, like we need to do that.
Yeah.
Like they're just sitting there looking at us laughing. A scientist has claimed that researchers are trying to build small handheld nuclear reactors to help lure aliens to our home planet. The idea is based on the long-held notion that aliens find it easier to detect nuclear reactors, radiation, or weapons. Some media reports in the past have even linked UFO sightings to nuclear sites across the world. Kevin, professor of physics, said earlier this year that it's an idea that couldn't go wrong. Famous last words. And that many handheld nuclear reactors are already being patented. We were trying to figure out how we,
This boat's unsinkable.
His boat's unsinkable. We were trying to figure out how we can lure UFOs and work out how to make contact, he was quoted as saying. We settled on the fact that UFOs have an interest in and an ability to detect nuclear weapons, some of them underground, some of them in bunkers or in storage depots, he said. The scientist added that the aliens seemingly have a special ability to detect nuclear weapons. How do they do this? Are they using neutrinos, which are really hard to detect, or gamma rays? We don't know. But my colleague has developed a new technology, which is basically a handheld lithium powered nuclear fission reactor, which he is now patenting, he told an audience. He said that the plan is to design a nuclear powered UFO observing equipment. He said the plan is to design nuclear powered UFO observing equipment and then install it in the space, I guess into space. Maybe these guys will detect it and come down and find out what those crazy monkeys are up to this time. And we can get some imagery or some data. That's our plan, he said. So while delivering a speech in California earlier this year, he said that earlier this year. However, the researcher failed to provide any more details about the plan. However radical this idea may sound, but it's not new. Infamous researcher Avi Loeb last year used the same trick to try to find UFOs during his Galileo project, but to no avail. So.
I don't know.
Have fun with it. I mean, anybody who wants to make whatever kind of equipment they want, as long as it's not hurting us somehow.
Yeah. I don't know. You always hear stories about, aliens showing up around nuclear power plants and, UFOs showing up around nuclear power plants and shutting them down and stuff. Hopefully the aliens are watching us, because the way the world's going, I mean, we start shooting nukes at each other. I mean, might as well just do that. Put your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye kind of thing. So hopefully the aliens will just come and shut it all down and say, you bunch of dumbasses. See, this is why we don't mingle with you, because you're stupid.
And this is why the space treaty was written to begin with, when us and Russia effed around and found out.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, well, shit.
Whoopsie daisy.
I guess better make sure not to do that again. One of us burned all the cables under the ground, and the other one of us put all this shit up into space, nuclear shit. It was a really big oops on both ends.
Yeah. And I get nuclear power and nuclear power plants and all this and that, but shit's gonna happen. It's not if, it's when.
Not foolproof.
Yeah, it's not if, it's when. And it's they build all this stuff and they do all this stuff, and when it happens, because sooner or later it's gonna happen, shit's gonna hit the fan. And it's they don't have any plan for it.
They don't.
Well, we had a plan, but we didn't expect it to be this catastrophic. So we're kind of sitting in the dark now. Mm-hmm. No, you're not sitting in the dark. You're sitting in the freaking glowing green
uranium.
Yeah. And we're all going to die. Yep.
We didn't count on it going this way.
Yeah.
We saw a better outcome than this.
I mean, drilling for oil, Yeah, sooner or later, something's going to happen. You're going to spill some,
Fracking.
Something's going to break. You're going to spill some oil. Do we have a plan? No, not really. Everybody freaks out, and meanwhile, millions of gallons of oil is going in the ocean, and nobody knows what the hell they're doing. Amazing. We can't think beyond our foot. That's why the aliens don't want anything to do with us. They just pass. They draw, school bus, alien school bus, all the kids, little kid aliens, the guy's see that planet down there? You guys stay way away from that planet. That
Stranger
planet's full of
danger.
retards. Yeah, really. Stranger danger.
Like, you really want to stay away from those people. They
Those
don't even know.
are off the chain, out of control.
Like, we're all scared of them. They're terrified of us.
Yeah,
So, like, what have we started?
exactly.
See, like, we're their robot experiment gone wrong.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Leading to, like, is this my next one? The head transplant now.
Yeah. This one. Is it real or is it memory? United States Air Force sergeant encountered a Walmart-sized UFO and 4 beings. God, I went to Walmart today. What a shit show that was. Good Lord.
I haven't been to Walmart in like 2 years, except to get a battery and to take back the core.
Lucky you. I always leave that place all pissed off and swear I'm never going back. And then somehow I find myself back in there.
I can't shop in there anymore. Everything locked up and stuff.
Yeah,
I
really.
can't.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in there.
I had to go get a battery for my tractor. And that was the damn cheapest place to get it.
We'll see the batteries. Yeah. And you can just go on the auto side.
I should have just went to AutoZone and paid more and been in and out of there. Anyways, this guy, what's it say? Staff Sergeant Mario Woods. Mario had a close encounter with something he could not explain back in 1977. Speaking recently on the Disclosure Team podcast, Woods, who at the time had been tasked with guarding the missile silos at Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota, described how, while standing on the control center outside the base, he witnessed a huge, luminous object in the sky. The object was confusingly large and did not seem to resemble any known aircraft. A short time later, he and his team were alerted to an alarm signaling that something had penetrated the perimeter of the base. So he and his colleagues, Michael Johnson, jumped into their vehicle and headed out to investigate. Onward ho! After a few minutes of driving, they could see the large object, which had a strong pulsing light around 1 mile away. You could see this pulsation, these orange, red, and white colors, Woods recalled. When they got closer, they could see the object was absolutely gigantic, like gigantic in the size of a Walmart building and as long as an aircraft carrier. As they stared up at it, a bright light suddenly lit up the entire area, and the 2 men felt as though they were being lifted out of their seats by some strange, unseen force. As if this wasn't enough, a strange drone-like object then appeared nearby. A ball, about 4 to 5 times the size of a beach ball, appeared just a few inches above the hood. Woods recalled. The word drone or anything like that was not used then, as we didn't have drones back then, but it appeared to be some type of a drone. This thing shot around like a ping pong ball, as big as it was, for 3 or 4 seconds. All of a sudden, it flew off and it was gone. Then something even stranger happened. I saw these 4 beings, 3 small and 1 tall, about 20 feet away, he said. They weren't walking. They were all just moving at the same time, coming towards us. Next thing, the entities and the UFO had disappeared, and Woods found that he and his colleagues were now parked some 10 miles away from where they had been just a moment ago. The strangest part about this is the vehicle was facing the only direction in which it could leave in, and there were no tire tracks coming in there, he recalled. To this day, exactly what happened to these 2 men that night remains a total mystery. So, either they encountered, a strange UFO and some alien entities, or they had some hubcap homemade moonshine, maybe that night. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, to see a UFO as big as a Walmart, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
They ate 1,000 milligram edible plus a candy bar laced with shrooms and 8 shots of Southern Comfort. They end up in Mexico. Could be. You never know. This was 1977. You are entering the Twilight Zone. Please don't adjust your set. We are in total control. Exactly. What are you going to do? I noticed, though, a lot of, even though they say there's no existence of UFOs, whatever, I noticed a lot of the UFO sightings around here and there and everywhere. They do seem to have these weird, especially like on what the hell's that show called? Brain Fart Alley. Skinwalker Ranch. They see a lot of spherical shaped these balls flying around. These balls is flying around. I don't know. I don't know what they are, but they see a lot of that kind of thing.
I've always been curious about those shaped ones too, because you see a lot of those in like other countries, especially lately. Yeah. And so they're kind of all over the place. Good night. Love, peace.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Yeah, weird spherical shaped silver balls. Silver balls. These balls. No.
What about these nuts? Can't wait till your next appointment.
Yeah, really. It's weird. They contacted me. God, what does it say? I gotta go. I gotta make another appointment. I'm glad you mentioned that because I totally forgot about this. Let's see. Don't know where it went now. They want me to come in for an educational something another. I'm afraid to even ask what that's going to mean.
Oh, like a class?
I don't know.
It's nothing you can do online? And what?
I have no idea.
A lot of these medical places are getting weird. Like they're just automatically like shipping a bunch of weird stuff out, wanting all these weird sample like stuff. Like, why? Who's ordering this? And why do we like? What's going on? They're like, you should have got your kit by now. I said, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know where the text says like managed to go now.
Doesn't matter, baby boy. I saw an article with Jim Harold in it today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was just randomly looking for oh baby boy. I was randomly looking for things. And then I seen he had an article. It was like Sun Magazine, and they interviewed him talking. I think he was talking about ghosts going through walls. I can't remember what the topic was, but when I saw the thumbnail, I'm like, hey, he looks familiar.
Yeah.
I looked up, sure enough, Jim Harold. I'm like, right on. They called him a spook. They're like claiming the spook. And it's like, are you guys like just saying that because he has campfire stories and stuff, or are you guys being rude? But the interview seemed cool, like they weren't making fun of him or anything.
Yeah.
Jim Harold's pretty cool, but by the time I seen it, I already had.
Yeah, Craig, that's kind of the truth, doctors, like, I don't know. I mean, my heart doctor obviously did help me out, because I definitely have energy, whereas before I didn't care if I woke up the next morning. So that doctor helped me. But yeah, most of them in general, yeah, they're not going to make any money off of you if you're feeling good. So they depend on you feeling like shit. And they kind of, I don't know. It's like, do they want you to stay feeling like shit so they can just give you more pills so they can make more money? The world we live in. Like Jamie always says, everything that we need is like here. You just got to figure out how to use it.
Yeah, there's even a new supplement I'll show you later that the FDA hasn't regulated. It starts with a K, and you get it in Indonesia and some places, but and you have to dose it out, kind of like because there's no recommended dose because of the FDA, but it can like restore collagen, do all these things, but it's what they say some of these pilots and stuff take. So I always knew there were supplements along with like the blood filtering.
Yeah.
How people can get away with spraying the stuff and not getting sick themselves. And I heard that there was like these supplements that can help pull it out of your body. And when I was reading about diet and stuff, well, this stuff says it will actually like pull metals and stuff out of you somehow. I don't know if you crap it out what. I have to find that article again. I was saving the name. It's like, see, that's why they don't want to study it. They say there's not much study done on it because it probably works.
Yeah.
And they won't make money off, the flip side of it.
Yeah. I mean, I know people got to make money, I mean, everybody needs money to a certain extent, but it's like, how much money do you need?
Yeah, but you don't do it at, like here,
I saw a thing today. Let me see. Did I save it? I was going to post it. Shit, what did I do with it? Did I save it here somewhere? I don't know what I did with it. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was really good. Oh, I remember it now. Here we go. Just don't know where I saved it. Oh, well.
Well, Elon talking about humanoids flying down, him and Bezos having the humanoids fly down from Mars and all these things. And could this be a step towards it? And are they transplanting the heads or transplanting the bodies? World's first head transplant system revealed, and it could be available in a few years. The world's first head transplant system has been revealed as the groundbreaking concept would enable a head to be attached to a donor body. I start thinking about back when I used to say, oh, that'd be tight if I could just have a titanium body and my head is just attached to it, like my brain. But then I have no pain because my body's titanium. Well, there you go. And then it's like, then can you live forever if you have no organs to die, and it's just your brain? And then how long do you keep like your brain living? And then they do artificial, those things they do. So those things are what's running through my mind.
Yep.
The futuristic system from neuroscience and biomedical engineering startup BrainBridge could provide a lifeline for patients battling incurable conditions such as stage 4 cancer, paralysis, neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. But that's your head.
Mm-hmm.
The procedure involves transferring a patient's head onto a healthy, brain dead donor body, preserving consciousness, memories, and cognitive abilities. BrainBridge anticipates that the process could be available within 8 years, utilizing advanced robotics and artificial intelligence for the transplantation procedures. The firm also plans to perform face and scalp transplants to restore functionality and aesthetic appearance. Okay. That just gave me some more questions. BrainBridge is currently hiring, seeking experts in several fields, including brain-computer interfaces, similar to Elon Musk's Neuralink brain chip, robotic surgery, and neuroscience. The innovative concept is the creation of Dubai-based project lead Hashim, a biotechnologist and science communicator. And then Dr. Palin, CEO of BrainBridge, said every step of the BrainBridge concept has been carefully thought out based on extreme scientific research that has been conducted and published by experts in various fields of science. The goal of our technology is to push the boundaries of what is possible in medical science and provide innovative solutions for those battling life-threatening conditions. Our technology promises to open doors to life-saving treatments that were just unimaginable just a few years ago. BrainBridge explained the process employs advanced high-speed robotic systems to prevent brain cell degradation and ensure seamless compatibility. The entire procedure is guided by real-time molecular level imaging and AI algorithms to facilitate precise reconnection of the spinal cord, nerves, and blood vessels. The process would include a comprehensive post-op care schedule to promote healing and prevent rejection, which what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Hashim says, assuming the team is fully assembled and the feasibility study shows promising results, the roadmap to conducting the first surgery would be possible within 8 years. What I want to know is, is this going to now increase people's lives? Like, does your brain, are you still going to die like when you should die? Or is this now going to have people living these weird different levels of ages and years and
Yeah.
because I guess the cells in your brain would still die, but I don't know how that works. If they keep, I think they can keep brains alive doing
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah, that'd be a weird one.
So that's where we're headed. We have robots and head transplants.
Robots and head transplants. Get that gum sex robots and head transplants coming our way.
You ever take a booty shot from a robot?
They took our jobs and stole our lovers. Oh.
Oh, hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Exactly. Immortal. They could be immortal, right?
It could be. I was just driving around thinking about like that weird stuff again today. Like, if you could live forever, would you?
No,
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It'd be cool to like stay at like a prime age and stay healthy and live as long as you want. And then when you're tired, just say, okay, go to bed and not wake up.
like
you
turn
know?
your power off.
Yeah, like unplug yourself. Okay, I've had enough.
But when you see the stuff the way it's going, like, why would you want to? Like,
I
just to
don't know.
see what's going to happen?
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's still like I'm getting old and I think about like croaking all the time now. It's like shit. There's still a lot of stuff I want to do, a lot of things I want to see, places I want to go. You know, and yeah, there's a little bit of curiosity of like, what's it going to be like? 50 years from now. I mean, I'm not going to be here, but well, who knows? And maybe if I get a head transplant, I could still be.
But that's not where my curiosity goes. I'm way too spiritual. My curiosity is that we're here. I think I'm here, to learn and grow and have these connections that we're making with people, because like this is just another stage. So
Yeah,
I'm really curious about, once this phase is up, what's in store for the next phase, of our life, of what life is.
yeah,
So to bypass that and go the other way, I mean, I could see maybe some interest in it, but
yeah,
I just want to follow my journey and my soul to go where it's supposed to go. Because when it comes all down to it, it's your soul in there.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I don't want my soul stuck in some stupid, repetitive loop of nonsense.
yeah. Do you die? Do you just get reincarnated and come back here? Do you have a choice? I
It's like
mean,
the song One all the time. You just like,
yeah, it's like 51st dates. You just Groundhog Day. You just keep repeating your life over and over. I don't know. Or do you have a choice? You hear stories, some people die and they're like, yeah, I had a choice. I could come back to Earth or I could go on to the next realm.
how many of you guys would keep living, say, extra 50 years if you could?
If I could stay healthy and active and whatever,
Let's say 100. 100. Would you do 100 years?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
But 50 seems like
Maybe. Yeah, I mean 50 sounds great right now, but after 40 of those 50 years have gone, I'd probably be going, "Oh man, do I want another 50?"
because you want to be healthy and be able to like finish your bucket list and like have
Yeah.
time to, so you have like a purpose.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
can see that.
I don't know. I mean, life has its ups and downs. I mean, when it's going good, everything's good. When it sucks, it's like, everybody's like, I'm ready to get the hell out of here. So I don't know, and then there's, yeah, I don't know. It's like an endless loop. If there would have to be a certain some way for you to stay at a certain stage. Cause if you just got older and everything started breaking down like it is already, it's like, what's the point at that point? I remember one of my aunts, she was 100 when she died, and she was just like, I was like thinking, wow, man, it's awesome. You got these memories and those memories. And I mean, she still had her shit together pretty much, but I was thinking, it must be cool to be that old and see how everything's changed and know all the people that you've known. And then she was like, yeah, she goes, and then there's the other side. Like, you have to think about everybody that I grew up with, every one of my friends, every one of my relatives, that I grew up with and knew, they're all dead and gone. They're like, everybody's gone. Except for like, you grandkids and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's gotta suck.
See, and then they're just finishing the end of like the cycle. That's the cycle of life, the fertility, like to end that generational cycle.
Yeah.
But like, people always say, don't wait until you're retired to do the stuff on your bucket list, because by then you're going to be too, old and not capable of doing it.
Yeah.
And to do those things earlier. And if this was, say, a titanium body with your brain, so you don't have to eat, say, and you don't have a lot of the physical things that we have to deal with. And so you have like your ticker turned on, like say 50 years, they turn your timer on.
Yeah.
And you got 50 years to go explore. It's kind of like now you're free. You don't have to deal with all these ass bites anymore or anything, because screw them. You can just fly it, jetpack off somewhere and, just do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
And experience things like go to the pyramids and go to, do all these things. But you wouldn't have the people you love to share it with.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, that's a huge part of it.
Unless you were a loner to begin with.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could make friends wherever you went, but yeah, I mean, having friends, having loved ones is a huge part of life, having people to do stuff with and, whatever. I mean,
I think that's one of the hardest parts of life is that love, and then having it taken, having to lose love.
Life is definitely not fair,
Yeah, like why did God, like why is that one thing that was so important to us to like give us something like loving people, and then give you like the best thing in the world, and then the most absolute worst grief as a result of it? Like,
yeah.
And one day we'll probably know the answer to that, but I don't get it.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I know. I always revert back to, like when my dad died when I was 4, I was pissed, and everybody was like, oh, God had a special purpose for him. And I'm like, well, fuck, what about my purpose? A 4-year-old kid without a dad. That's not important. Fuck you. I was pissed. I didn't, I had a, my mom would try to explain it to me in her way. But yeah, I was pissed at God for a long time. He took your dad because he needed him. Well, fuck, like I didn't. Okay,
Yeah.
bastard.
Or like little tiny babies that get cancer, like out of nowhere. Like,
exactly.
What did that baby do? And why did God give that just to take it back?
Yeah. You got loved ones that die, good people that, get cancer and die this miserable death. And, you got people like Ted Bundy and shit that are others happy and healthy and just killing and,
living on the system.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Life is definitely not fair. That's for sure. So, yeah, I don't know if I'd want to live. Yeah, like somebody said, Mary said, yeah, the Vampire Diaries, that's exactly what I was thinking when I saw that post, was, I've seen some of the vampire things, it's just a book or a movie, but they're like, I've lived for 300 years. I've seen it all. I'm tired of the shit. I've lived for 1,000 years.
Or if you did have like your loved one, you're like, God damn it. Why won't you die?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm blurry again. Awesome. Yeah, head transplants, man. I don't know. Again, is that a good thing?
I don't know. This isn't my world anymore.
That's for sure. Here's a weird one. Speaking of my world, this here says these people found this weird structure, this weird statue. This is from Tim Bennell, coast to coast. A bizarre statue bearing a striking resemblance to an alien, really, was recently unearthed in Mexico. Through examination by archaeologists, indicated that the puzzling piece is not an ancient depiction of an otherworldly visitor. According to a local media report, the curious sculpture, seen isolated below, was discovered last Wednesday by a maintenance worker clearing out a drainage channel in the city of Acapulco. Pictures of the peculiar find were subsequently posted to social media and quickly went viral, with many speculating the weird-looking entity was an alien. Ironically, that wild theory turned out to be correct. However, the origins of the sculpture were not quite so fantastic. When the experts from Mexico National Institute of Anthropology and History examined the unearthed piece, they determined that the depiction of the entity was unlike anything found in pre-Hispanic culture. This led them to conclude that the piece was not archaeologically significant. Okay. On the contrary, they indicated that the piece seems to correspond to a series of current manufactured sculptures that reflect the popular imagery of aliens made by artisans from western Mexico. As far as how it wound up in a drainage channel, it's believed that the statue came from a home that was destroyed when Hurricane Otis swept over the area last autumn. Now that's puzzling some shit together right there to come up with an answer for that. But it's like
looks like elephant junk to me. Like wherever angle you look at, looks like something you'd find on the undercarriage of maybe an elephant.
Yeah, kind of what I was thinking. It kind of resembled elephant junk,
or something that fell out of an elephant.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either end.
It is kind of weird looking. You know, I see this.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy right there.
Long head,
and then that facey thing.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. Like
what is it holding? And is it like holding it over its back? And it has like a creepy, long, weird face, and he's flinging another alien over its back.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is weird.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be weird to find, but yeah, is it old?
Look at the dude behind it.
Yeah. This guy behind him. I don't know what the hell that daggum thing is.
I just have to make sure nobody knocks it over.
Don't want it to crumble on the floor here, because then I have to sweep it up, and that's extra work.
I need my broom and my dustpan and my safety goggles.
Don't forget your goggles. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Someone was trying to throw it away, and I got dug up again.
Yep.
They I can't get rid of this goddamn thing.
Buried it in the damn drainage ditch, and the son of a bitch is back again. It's haunted. Haunted alien statue.
Not saying it was like the other guy's holding like a scream mask. Like, okay, it's an elephant man with another dude. He's like got something over his back, and then it's got a weird face to the side, and he's holding like a scream mask.
Yeah.
Ghost face in his hand.
Weird.
Definitely weird. Well, what do I have for weird? This is just something I've been seeing going around, so I thought I'd call it out. Dead robots spotted on Mars as boffins plan to send humans to the red planet at speed. At speed. I keep seeing people sharing pictures of this saying, oh, they found a dead robot. They found a dead robot on Mars. But you never know. I don't know what a dead robot looks like. A Martian artifact, quote, has been spotted on the surface of Mars as Boffins continue with plans to send humans to the red planet. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter is looking for existence of water on the planet, recently captured a view of the retired InSight lander, the first outer space robotic explorer to study in depth the inner space of Mars. Marshall reported that the legendary craft was slowly being blanketed in desert dust. Can you spot NASA in sight? NASA asked on X. The retired lander was recently spotted by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter by studying InSight's landing site over time. Scientists can see how quickly dust accumulates, which helps estimate the age of other surface disturbances. And this is another AI written article. That little humdinger at the bottom there, it's an illustration of the pulsed plasma rocket concept. The lander's 4-year mission ended in December 22. During its mission, InSight sensors captured a hauntingly low rumble caused by vibrations from the Martian wind, NASA said. And I think they even had those videos out of the wind on Mars. Its overall goal was to help uncover the process that shaped all the rocky planets in the inner solar system. Comes as boffins have developed a way of blasting Day-Day, come here, baby. Come here, baby. I hope we're not going to have earthquakes. It comes as boffins have developed a way of blasting humans to Mars much quicker than previously thought possible. Current propulsion technology dictates that a trip could take up to 2 years, but the NASA-funded pulsed plasma rocket, which is still in the development stage, could trim the journey time to just a few months. On the PPR under development, you're going out. You're going to go out with the cats. Uses a fission-based nuclear power system which obtains energy from the controlled splitting of atoms to generate thrust. The PPR enables a whole new era in space exploration, NASA officials said. The exceptional performance of the PPR combining high ISP and high thrust holds the potential to revolutionize space exploration, the statement reads. The system's high efficiency allows for manned missions to Mars to be completed within a mere 2 months. I'm going to have to take him out on your next article.
All right. I don't have a next one, but
No.
I do have a picture of King Charles.
I think I have. Oh, I have the last. I still have the one, the performer turf. Let's see. You want to put up your picture of King Charles, and I'll run out, put him out, and then I'll come back and do this one. Then we can do your video. Your video, and if we have time, maybe pull a couple cards from the new deck.
Yes.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, speaking of the King Charles painting, I didn't realize it was King Charles when I first saw this. I was like, that guy looks familiar. I don't know who he is. But yeah, and then I realized who it was, and it is kind of a weird picture. I was reading.
I keep seeing this too and didn't know what it was, so now I want to hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it was just, painting that this guy, where's he at here? This is the artist that painted him. And he says he just painted it. He used red to kind of distract from King Charles' brightly, colored uniform. But he said, people look at it and say, "Oh, it's Illuminati. Ah, it's King Charles. He's in hell." It's like everybody looks at it and sees something different. But I don't know. Yeah, I looked at it and I was like, I don't know who that is, but that's kind of a creepy painting for sure. But then I realized who it was. And I was like, okay, that makes it a little more creepy. But there you go. There you have it. King Charles in red. Yeah, night gallery painting. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So Jamie's next article is going to be this one. After I hit the 42 different buttons I got to hit to share the screen. There we go. Performer turf war as fire breather fights off mariachi band with flames from his mouth. You come at me, I spit fire at you. What's up, Debbie? Yeah, there is other pictures, kind of weird. Yeah, weird stuff in the background of that night gallery-ish, nightmarish, outer limits looking painting of King Charles. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, the queen would have probably said, "Oh, hell no, get that shit out of here. I'm bringing that evil painting in my living room." Chilling like a villain. Yep. Me too. I drank my iced coffee. I'm buzzing like a cheap TV. And, gonna go to bed late and get up early. Waiting for Jamie to get back because she had to take the meowing cat outside. Yeah, really. Is it going to be one of those paintings that's like it's going to age, or is it going to do something weird? It's going to start bleeding since it's so red. Maybe he painted it with blood.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to your, or I'll have to read the article because I was wanting to hear that. I keep seeing it show up. I'm like, what is so significant with this? Okay. This I thought was just kind of a different twist because we're hearing about all the new turf wars, with the illegals fighting in New York, the Venezuelans against the Haitians. And this is actually performer turf war. A performer turf war as fire breather fights off mariachi band with flames from his mouth. Security footage has shown the insane moment a fire breather takes on a mariachi band in a brutal Mexican turf war. The Choose Your Fighter Battle Royale happened in Morelia, west of Mexico City, and reportedly began over an argument about tips. The viral clip...
Argue about tits?
Tips. Oh, there's no story. It said viral with a hyperlink. I thought I missed the video, but there's no video. Says the viral clip begins with one of the mariachis chasing the fire breather down the street before his guitar-toting mates join in with the beating. Wait, how did it even start? So they start to fight out tips. So one of the mariachis chased the fire breather down the street, and then his friends joined in. I guess they started beating him. However, the resourceful fire bloke soon turns the tables on his opposition. After picking himself up, he calmly pretended to leave the situation. However, it was just a ruse, and he soon whipped out a flammable liquid, which he started tossing at the musicians. This clearly took the mariachis by surprise, and they are seen throwing off their white jackets in a bid to avoid the flames. One desperately starts rolling around on the pavement outside a restaurant, aptly named El Inferno, or Hell. Another singer was set on fire and ran away from the scene, while a male bystander who was trying to play the role of peacemaker was also torched.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Police said in a statement no one was arrested. Of course not. Following the incident. According to the Daily Mail, the only person injured was the fire breather, who was stabbed by one of the mariachis and taken to a local hospital where he was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Street vendor groups in Mexico City have often been known to square off in territory disputes, often with guns at the ready. The bizarre conflict in Morelia wasn't dissimilar to the bloody wrestling match that happened in 2017 between a busking guitarist and a man dressed as Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Forced to use his guitar to defend himself, the musician tried to shield himself from the hits raining down from what appeared to be an unprovoked attack from the blue-suited man. So, yeah. Tips, a lot of people depend on those tips.
Exactly.
Should have sold popcorn. They could have just thrown the seeds out there.
Yeah, exactly. Just only you can prevent mariachi fires.
But this makes it sound like he blew fire on him like a dragon, when the story kind of makes it sound like he just squirted lighter fluid or something on him.
Yeah, because the headline says fights off mariachi band with flames from mouth.
Yeah, so I thought he was like a flamethrower.
Yep. Spitting fire. Spitting that fire at him.
Yeah, he's spitting the fire.
Boy was spitting fire like a dragon. That shit will whack, yo.
And no arrests were made.
Of course not.
Because who's going to want to get involved in that nowadays?
That mess, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. From there, we'll move on to Crystal of the Week.
I got some popcorn ready.
This week's Crystal of the Week is apophyllite. So what is apophyllite? Apophyllite is a hydrated potassium calcium silicate mineral that crystallizes in the form of pyramidal structures, cubic crystals, as well as druzy on a matrix or other minerals. This mineral was first discovered in 1806 by R.J. Hoy and was named after the Greek word meaning leaf. This name was chosen because of its unique tendency to crumble when heated. The common color of apophyllite is clear or white, although it can be found as gray, yellow, red, and sometimes green. Green apophyllite is the rarest color of them all and was found a few decades ago by an Indian farmer in Pune, India. Since then, green apophyllite can also be found in Brazil, Quebec, Canada. Notable localities from the common white or translucent forms of apophyllite include India, Australia, Russia, Germany, Greenland, Italy, and the good old USA. In 1978, the International Mineralogical Association classified apophyllite as a group of minerals with a similar chemical makeup, instead of just a single stone. This would go on to include some minerals such as fluorapophyte and hydroxyapophyte. Say that one 10 times. Hydroxyapophyte. I don't know. The change is still in a heavily debated topic amongst mineralogists. In 2008, a change was made to drop the prefix of the group of minerals, thus resulting in all stones in this family to bear only one name, apophyllite. The change was short-lived, and 5 years later, in 2013, the change was once again more to re-include the prefix of each mineral in the group. Okay, all that aside, some of the meaning and energy with apophyllite. It's a very high vibrational stone that helps one attune their energies to those higher dimensions and realms. This stone is here to connect one with their guardian angels and spirits who are guiding them on this journey of life. Our third eye and crown chakras become unlocked. With a powerful connection formed between the two, this channel will help one understand the images and energies they see and feel when meditating with this stone. Apophyllite is a perfect tool for anyone looking to expand their consciousness and connect to a foreign realm not like our own. All practitioners of astral projection and lucid dreaming need a piece of apophyllite at their bedside. This stone will fill one's entire room with a high vibrational energy that will allow one to easily transcend into the abyss. If you're lucky to get your hands on a piece of green apophyllite, try meditating with it outside. This variety has a special connection with Mother Nature and will help you attune to her powerful energies. We suggest using it at dusk or dawn, the second highest vibrational periods on Earth each day. Some good pairings to go with apophyllite. For beginners who've just started working with crystals, we recommend placing grounding stones around your piece of apophyllite. The energies can sometimes feel too strong and overwhelm practitioners who have not experienced a very high vibrational stone before. Some grounding stones we suggest will help you keep you linked to Earth are black tourmaline, shungite, and hematite. Well, there you go. A little bit about this high vibrational stone, apophyllite. If you don't have some, maybe you might want to get some. If you're really lucky, find some of that green apophyllite, or maybe you already have some. I don't know, but there is this week's Crystal of the Week. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Same bat channel, same bat something or another. Apophyllite, green apophyllite. I don't have any green apophyllite.
In my that science kit I told you about that has all those different the species box of like 74.
Yep.
I think I have some in there.
Ah, sweet.
Some of that stuff, it's like I've had for like ever in that box. I forgot what it was.
Pull it out. Put
Yeah.
it under your pillow. Take a trip without ever leaving the farm.
I got this deck of cards. And what I really like about it is it's pretty on top of it. Look at that like cool leafing on the front. You have like the wax stamp. And got this for my birthday set of cards. On the post, I explain why this like series is like special to me and kind of part of my journey. in the beginning. And I was looking for a deck that was going to stand out to me, for my birthday. Because it's like one thing when you're like looking, you're like, oh, those cards are cool. I want to order them. But like, we're like, okay, I need to find a deck, for my birthday. It's hard to just like pull one out of your ass. That's like a special something. I saw these and I thought, well, that could be really cool to go with my set. And it's got the gold on the corners.
Yeah, I like when they're done in gold like that on
And
the
then
end.
look at that. That's all gold leafing too.
Oh,
All these little scribble letters. You can see it like on my video I did, but
yeah, I thought I had that deck, but I
yeah,
don't.
that's what
I'm
they're
gonna have.
saying.
I'm gonna have to get it.
And so these are like nice, everybody's pretty much knows The Secret or Law of Attraction and all that. If you want, I can read some cards for people that might want one if you want to help me keep track of who's asking.
Well, I'll take one.
And you'll take one. All right. So if anybody would like a card from the deck, just let me know. Or let Rob know. You got The World Needs Your Happiness.
Oh,
A life of suffering or unhappiness and a life deprived of the things you most want does not help the world. But your happiness, your abundance, and your life lived to the fullest uplifts the entire world. And I'll tell you that's true for you because I live vicariously through you a lot. And even when I'm not feeling so hot, when I see like a positive like message from you, or you had like a really cool day, or you got a lot accomplished, or you made some really cool jewelry, and I can feel your energy from that, it literally does uplift me and makes my day better for real. So I think.
yeah.
Let's
Well,
see.
got Debbie up first.
Debbie.
Yeah, that's a cool card.
Happiness attracts happiness. And if you guys know like the whole series, you get like the affirmations. It's a simple formula. You must be happy now to bring everything that makes you happy into your life through the law of attraction. And then Azariana.
Yep.
You got gratitude is riches. The daily practice of gratitude is one of the conduits by which your wealth will come to you.
Nice. Got a special power.
Live your dream on the inside first. See it in your mind and feel it in your heart until it feels completely real to you. And then it will manifest in your life. And that's a big part, is like really, really feeling and really, really believing that these things are going to happen and are happening, and that you are manifesting it. So you're not sending mixed signals.
Got Mary Morgan. Yeah. That manifestation thing definitely has something behind it.
And then Marie, your life is in your hands. That a man can change himself and master his own destiny is the conclusion of every mind who is wide awake to the power of the right thought.
Craig up next.
Which is also true. And I've been reminding myself of that lately. I'm choosing to make this a good day no matter what. Craig, gratitude is the great multiplier. See the universal forces in your favor for tomorrow. Tonight, before you fall asleep, go back over your whole day in your mind and replay each good moment, feeling genuine gratitude for each one. This practice ensures the universe will make your tomorrow a day filled with good moments and plenty to be grateful for. And that's, I think, an important one also. A good practice for everybody to do before bed is to go over those things. I like to, not always good about doing it regularly, but, thanking the universe for, what's to come and thinking about the good things in the day.
Yeah, definitely gratitude can go a long way. It's so easy to take things for granted, you know?
Or you just focus on what you don't have rather than what you do.
Yeah. Yep.
Janice
Yep.
got focus equals manifesting. And focus with emotion equals powerful manifesting. It's like adding the intent into it. When you add your intent and your emotion and make it very, very personal, and again, where there's no confusion with the universe or anything. And did we do Azariana? Yeah.
Yeah, Heather Wood.
Oh, Heather, yes. Heather, everything is on track, always. No matter where you are in your life currently, and no matter how difficult things might appear to be in this moment, you are always being moved towards magnificence. That means even if it feels like life is throwing you roadblocks and throwing you other directions and everything, it's because they realized you're missing a sign, missing a signal. They got to shake you up, redirect you another way, and get you back on track again. But they're nice, like affirmation kind of reminder cards. The same as if you had the book and you would, flip to a page and read, that chapter or that page.
Yeah.
I had also got this deck of tarot cards that will be fun for Wednesdays because they also include on the card different things like what element, what planet, a yes or a no on the bottom, like if you have a specific question or something. Different little things, like more things than just the regular card. It's the typical Rider White deck, but they add some extra things on the cards. And then they also give you the keywords reversed and upright. So it's just a lot quicker,
Yeah.
Has numbers on it. See, the other cat's going crazy. So these ones are good, like live stream cards.
Yeah.
But this is only $9. this set, and it came with a little oversized pouch.
Oh, cool.
I ended up for my birthday getting myself, because I said I do now for my little tradition is a candle, a deck, and a crystal. This year somehow I ended up with 2 of each. So I had gotten both of these decks. And then I showed you the crystals. I can't remember the name of this one that glows under the ruby kyanite. The ruby kyanite.
Yeah.
And then the Larimar heart that looks like the ocean. So those are my 2 birthday rocks. And then I wasn't going to get a candle because I normally get like a really nice smelling, like 3-wick, $20 candle that lasts forever. I'm like, I'm not, going to spend a hell of money on a candle this year. But then I seen this Mandarin $5 little Taurus candle at Walgreens.
There you go.
And I thought, well, that's cool. Plus it's white. You can use it for purification and good luck and all that. And then got a black one too. And it's not a sticker. It's like printed on with soy ink. It says it's just a phase. And it's got like this on it. So like one of those tall ones. And so these ones are good. Like if I just want to light a black candle for protection. And that one was 7. So those are my birthday candles this year.
There you go.
Yeah, regular card decks.
Yeah, I got the Gypsy Witch card deck.
I think I have that one too.
Yeah.
Did we say that before?
I think so.
I don't know if I've ever used it, but
yeah,
I think I have it. I wanted a deck that was pretty much like tarot, but an oracle.
Yeah.
Where it's giving you like kind of specific, more like advice type things, like a message that you need to hear. I have like an idea in my head what I want it to look like. I have like talking to heaven and ask your guides and postcards from heaven. And then I've looked at like a few other ones. Lori had a cool one, some talking to spirits. It's like 20 through Etsy or 30 through Etsy, and then it's like $20 shipping because it's in the UK.
Yeah.
But even those messages, I mean, those ones are cool, but it's not quite the message I was going for. So I'm like holding off. I'll know when I see the perfect oracle. I have the Empath Oracle tarot deck, which is really cool. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that one.
So something kind of like that again, along those lines, maybe with a different theme, different pictures, and
that one.
That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't got a new deck recently, but man, I got a stack of them up here.
You know what I'm going to do for my birthday next year?
What's that?
Start this year, because I found a really cool website that you can pick whatever size, whatever kind of paper, however you want the rounding to be. They'll do like red and gold leafing type stuff. You can do all 78 cards. They'll do the red or white, like cards but you can put, like, design the back, and your own artwork, on the front. Like,
Oh,
you design your own cards, like, however you want to do it.
that's cool.
So I'm like, okay, I want to design my own deck of cards for fun.
Yeah.
It's not too expensive. And Jeff, when I told him about it, he's like, oh man, I want to do that for myself for Christmas. Because I almost was going to do that for him for Christmas. I thought I'll get him, make him a deck of cards. But it was like so much work. I'm like, oh, I can't get this done in like 2 weeks. But then he had a whole idea when I told him about it. He's like, "Oh, that's so cool." He goes, "But I know how." He started having his own ideas. So I'm like, "Okay, yeah, you take care of that,
Yeah.
and then I'll take care, of mine." And then I want to make my own box for it. Like, I have my little for my other Rider White deck in there. Do a special box for it, and just have my own special deck. Nobody to pass it down to, but
Yeah.
one day somebody might come across it, and it might mean something to somebody.
Yep.
It'll mean something to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the gold foil is pretty. That's how I got Jeff's first tarot deck. I got him gold foil with the burgundy. Have any of you ever made your own cards? I think Vanessa Hogel made a deck of cards. I don't know who she
Yeah.
used, and
Yeah.
I think she might have watercolored them.
Yep.
But I think she made a deck, and of course Debbie Anderson has her cards.
Yep.
Yeah, Debbie, I'll send you the link too when I find it again. You definitely should have a personalized deck. All of us should.
Yeah.
Because then your own magic is going into it.
Yeah, it's funny. Like Debbie Anderson, you mentioned her. Like her and her husband, they like went to Mazatlan. I don't know how you say it, Mexico. They like went there on vacation and just like never came home.
They know how to do life. I
Yeah.
am telling you, I love them so much.
Yeah, they just like went on vacation and just never came back. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna stay.
Every day of their life, it's like, oh my gosh, you guys are doing life right.
Yep. Yeah. Mazatlan. Yeah, that's it.
I don't have any Egyptian decks.
Matzo balls. I've got a couple.
Egyptian decks?
Yeah. I've got where is it at? What have I got?
Like an Egyptian tarot deck?
It's an oracle deck, I think.
Ah.
I may have one of each. I don't know where they're at the moment, but I know I have them.
Oh, for sure. It's been a while. Finally, after 4 months, I colored my hair again.
And it's looking good.
You really was able to see the grays on the side. And then I don't know what it was, but I just started getting all sorts of gray, like coming out the top of my head, like fast. What the heck happened?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't see it in mine, but yeah, you can see it. Look at all that. Like, I'm getting gray haired big time.
So I washed that gray right out of my hair. Yeah, guys are good with the salt and pepper though.
Yeah, I love it. You know, like my nose hairs start turning white. It's like, oh yeah, hear me, Grandpa.
I think I won't freak out until other hairs start turning white, like lay hairs or.
Oh yeah, I got like white, gray, like chest hairs popping out and all over.
Yeah, that's like a.
I
What
have
is
this
it?
one gray hair that comes out of my eyebrow, and it's
Oh
amazing.
my
It can grow like 1.5 inches overnight.
god, that's funny.
Wilford Brumley eyebrows going on.
Why are y'all wet, love?
Got a moment. I want to talk to you about diabetes.
It's diabetes.
Diabetes.
Do you not want to go on the cardboard? What is the problem? Here, scratch on this.
One long curly white hair.
Scratch on this. Good boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I shaved my beard off the other day and like did it kind of half-assed early in the morning, and then I did it again because my clippers that I had, they died right in the middle of it. That was fun. So then I did it again. Like left the house and I'm out there, I'm cruising down the road and I'm like, I feel it, and I'm like, I got like one long patch of hair like on the left side of my chin. Everything else is really short except for this one long patch of like 30 hairs. I'm like, whoops, missed a spot.
That's funny.
Oh, homeless guy sitting there with a cracked piece of mirror out in the woods shaving. I missed a spot.
Well, I have an extra tail between my braids back here. See that?
Yep.
I really spent a lot of time separating, making sure, because like my mom laughs, making sure each side, I'm like, okay, I'm not missing any strands. I got it all in there. Then I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait, what is this? Right in the back of my head, I got a freaking stingray tail
Stingray tail.
hanging down the back.
You got some
Between my
long ass hair because those are long braids.
Well, yeah, and I showed you the picture, like.
Yep.
That's like under my boob with the braids past, and then without the braid, added like 3 more inches.
Yep.
I hacked like 5 inches off.
Mm.
Yeah, I like Rob's beard trimmed like that. It does make him look younger.
I got up the other morning and I was like, man, this shit's just too freaking hot. I'm done. I about just chopped all my hair off. I got a picture of that. I buzzed my hair a few times. Buzzed it a few times. Here's what it looked like with no hair.
You did it not too long ago.
That was
That's not. That looks good.
early morning. Woke up and was like, hell with all this long hair, and just
Because then you still have like the kind of goatee, the stash goatee to like balance it out.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Harley
clean
that
up mighty nice.
my,
Debbie, no, not the hair.
no, I know. Yeah, that's my Harley that I bought brand new, and I had it for like 6 months, and then traded it in. Spent a bunch of money on it, and then got rid of it. That was a smart move. Not really. Yeah, long hair is like, I guess it's like part of me.
Yeah. It's definitely.
But there are days, especially
And you
like,
can't just bun it up like I can, unless you want to look like, a man bun. Like, I just get freaked out and put that shit on top of my head.
yeah,
I can't keep it all down.
yeah, yeah. Working, I gotta tie it back because I like, yeah, too many drills and too many power tools, and I'm just like prone to wrapping my shit up in a tool like in a heartbeat.
Your hair?
Yeah,
I
like,
told you about the girl that got scalped, right?
yeah. God, I used to, when I worked construction, a guy was up in the rafters. We used to remodel places that had like fire damage and stuff. He was up in the rafters. He had real long hair and it was in a ponytail. And he fell off the rafters and his hair got stuck in the corner of one of them and he was hanging by his
No.
and it ripped his scalp right up the back of his head.
No.
Gnarliest shit I ever seen. Yeah, he was screaming like a banshee.
Mm,
Yeah, that sucked.
this gal got it stuck in a belt sand. I mean, in a circular sander in a wood shop. She didn't tie her hair back. All of a sudden, her hair went through. I was in the drafting room. It happened so fast. I saw it through the glass. I seen her head slam down. I'm like, no, we're running out. Unplugging this stuff. By then, it went
Ugh.
hair, scalp, everything right off.
Yeah.
It was like a mohawk strip.
Ugh.
It was pretty traumatizing. Oh my god.
Yeah, like when I had my head buzzed like that, it was so nice. Just take a shower and just go. Didn't even have to like dry your hair or anything when you get out. You just give it the old with your fingers, and it was dry like 5 minutes later.
Spent
Yeah,
30 minutes combing it out.
this is like good 15 minutes of washing it, and then it doesn't dry overnight. Yeah, and you got to spend 20-30 minutes brushing it, getting all the rat's nests out of it. Some days I'm just like, chop it all off. But then I just let it grow back again. And then you got to go through that awkward stage where it gets like just to the point of where it like wants to stick out and you have bat wings and shit hanging off your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if I cut it off again, I'm just going to buzz it and keep it short. Oh, well, it's my bedtime.
I'm saying the good nights. Here, when I just went back outside to take the cat out to the cat sanctuary shed, I seen the moon up and it was so like the light very, very illuminated, very, very bright. I told you I got lost on my way here because I was chasing the moon to get a photo of it. Got my photo, but it's a very, very special moon. I think it's going to be like full capacity around like 6:30 in the morning Pacific time around then. But if you get a chance, go out there tonight, spend some time with it. I have been drinking the Red Bull through the whole show again, and now with the full moon, like not sleeping thing, I'm in for it tonight, but that's okay.
Yep.
And it's past your bedtime.
Yes, it is. I was looking for a live moon cam here that I found. But oh, is this it? No. It says live moon cam, but then at the bottom of it says 3 years ago. It was live 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Well, here's a picture of the moon where Apollo 11, Apollo 14, Apollo 15, Apollo 17, and 16 all landed. Or did it? Anyways, that's enough. Catch y'all next time for Weird Wednesday, and guess we'll see you then. Maybe see you Sunday for some paranormal soup. Already
I
ready.
think it's going to be open lines. So
Cool. All right. Catch y'all later.